program continues shortly. Please don't go away. Welcome back. In case you are just joining us, the program is Testimony Time on Osrc Television, and my guest is Pastor Mrs. Odunayo Ketiku. Pastor Mrs. Odunayo Ketiku, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you, presenter. Beautiful presenter.
You are looking sweet too, ma.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's start this way. Please tell us your background from the scratch.
Well, I was born several years ago, like that's in 1963, 29 October precisely, to the family of Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Prophetess Joseph Adilola, but then known as Firewood. But as they grew up in their relationship with God, the name was changed from Firewood, which celebrates Ifaoriko, to Adelola, which is his own personal name. So his own name is Joseph Adelola. So as time went on, they now changed their name to Joseph Adelola. So my parents are Pastor Joseph Adelola, and my mom is Prophetess Abike Adelola. Like I said, humble beginning, because my dad was a teacher, and my mom, a trader, a woman of many parts. She went into different things. She's a fashion designer. She sells clothes. She goes to neighborhood markets. So she's into different parts just to keep body and soul together, while her husband was in school then, was in the university. So born as the first of 7 children. I have 6 other siblings. I'm the first one. And to the glory of God, everybody is doing great. We had our challenges, but we thank God because He helped us. It's a nuclear family. My father has just one wife. And we are brother's keeper. It's a close family, neat family. And he did his best because he's a teacher and also a pastor. So he did his best, prayerful, to raise us well.
Wow.
So by his grace, I'm a pastor. The next person to me is an evangelist. All the female, we have 4 females. All of them are evangelists. And the men are pastors. I went through school. But because my dad was a teacher, my first teacher is Honorable Rabbi Sijola, taught me in primary school. And I joined very early at age 5. You know, at those times, they would say you should do like this.
Yes.
But because my father was a teacher, one of them, and then the village where I started schooling, Mr. Rabbi Sijola came to teach there. And so, because the community school and the founder of that village was my maternal grandfather, I Chief Daniel Oluwatuyi. He was a Lisa in Akure. Yeah. So, Bolondru was his community, was his farmland. And so, anybody from that family enjoyed their privileges. So I believe entering primary school was a real privilege at age 5. It wasn't common then. And then it was fun growing up, because my father then was in the University of Ibadan. So anytime he was coming home, being the first daughter, buy socks, the first girl to wear shoes to school, blah blah. It was fun growing up anyway. It was dotted upon over. It doesn't belong to a class of men who don't like female children. Yeah, as far as it's concerned, everyone, every child that God gives to you is a gift. Every child is a gift from God. So I grew up, growing up was fun. And then my siblings started coming along. But you know, as the firstborn, all eyes will be on you. You just have to be the best.
Yes.
You have to lay a good example. So shaggy.
We are still coming to that, mommy. So now, that will lead us to another question. Do you have any challenge growing up?
Yeah, the challenges didn't come up until my dad finished from University of Ibadan and he was posted to Elisha, and then I went to primary school, early primary school in Elisha. And from that point, I discovered that I started coming first from the rear.
You know, that means from...
Like if you are... I wouldn't fail.
Yes.
I wouldn't fail. Not total fail.
Yes.
But I wouldn't pass either.
Okay.
And the pass will not be something you are proud of. You understand? Like, okay, let's say 25 passed in a class of 30. So I'll be the 25th. You know, that kind of a thing. Yeah. So I continued like that, until I left primary school. And because of that, I had this, I was always timid. Because even when they throw the questions in class and I know it, I won't say it because I'm afraid of missing it. And people will make jest of it. So I wouldn't talk. So if somebody else now says it and the person gets us, I would have said it too. And that's exactly what I wanted to say.
That is inferiority complex.
Complex, of course. It came coming first from this area. It's not something you'll be proud of. So, on and on. But it amazed you that I entered secondary school, I think, by 8 or 9. You know why? Because my dad was also a teacher in Babalola Memorial Girls School. Okay, so this is between us now. Even though we are there, I had to pass.
Yes.
Yeah. So I passed the common entrance exam. I think I passed more than people that were coming first in primary school.
That's nice.
So when I came in, you know, it's still there, still coming first from the rear through secondary school. And then because my dad was a teacher, he kept on being moved, you know, transfer was. So we moved, then they created Ondo State. So it was moved from Ile-Ife to, and we left Elisha, from Elisha to Ile-Ife, Anglican Grammar School. So anytime he was posted, the family had to move. And so the children had to change school. You know, that kind of, excuse me. So change school to Anglican Grammar School, then it was moved again. Then they now created Ondo State. So we were moved again to this I was posted to this place, very, very close border to Ifon. Is a very remote place anyway. So we had to stay in Owo.
Okay.
Yeah, then it was now moved back to Adeyeri Grammar School. That was it. Well, I didn't. Well, when we moved to Owo, the school he got for me, because he was a family person, the school he got for me, one of his sister's son took my place there, so he had to get another school for me. Now he got it at Methodist High School. The Methodist High School, I had to repeat from 3. So I had to repeat from 3. Even repeating from 3 still didn't make any difference. I was still coming first from 3. And I know. But then I sat for my work, 79, and you wouldn't believe it. I came out with grade 2 and grade 21. Yeah, because then they were still using aggregates. I passed excellently. So it was a miracle. God fixed it. I think this was one of the best results there. We had a grade 1, then it was graded. I think somebody made grade 1, then grade 2, I made grade 2, and then grade 3, and then on and on like that. So, well, then from there to special sixth form college, Ikare-Akoko, for my A levels. So I read like no man's business because I knew I wasn't good. So I was academically, so I was reading like no man's business. It's only when we now had the old students association that one of us was telling me that you had no friends, your book is your friend. And because I believed, I don't know it. So I was giving, while people are sleeping, I'll be reading. So I was giving myself extra hours reading. And I think grace now came upon it, and it paid me off. Grade 2, grade 21, I grade 21. And then so special sixth form was reading to like no man's business. I had no time for Paris. It's only for people who knew. It's only for people who are excellent academically. So I believed I wasn't. So I was reading like no man's business. Well, I passed as well. A levels I passed, and moved on to Obafemi Awolowo University, 79, and then had my first degree. Went for the National Youth Service Corps. I think I met my husband before then.
Oh.
That was a miracle.
Yes.
You want to hear this story?
Yes, that was, we are still coming to that. But before we go to that,
Okay.
we'll talk about your marriage now.
Okay.
You know, in marriage, there is bound to be some challenge or challenges.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Sure, we have. Because my husband was about 10 years. The gap
Between
both of
both
us.
of you?
We should be about 10 or 11.
Wow.
Because along the way, he confessed. He said, I think it should be 52 self. I will scream. My daughter said, oh, so you will be 11 years older than my mom. So we were thinking, we said it's 53 or 54. Then one day he said, maybe it's even 52. So we screamed. So I think it's nothing less than 10 years gap between us. So, and I got married as a baby. Do I say baby? Got married before I was 22. Before 22. So I think I was very young. But then, so he was acting like my brother, my senior brother, and my dad. Okay, so it was beautiful. We had challenges, but we were able to cope with the challenges. Nothing much. I think throughout the 31 years of marriage, nobody separated us. Nobody entered into our fight. My parents got to know just once that we had a quarrel. And why did they know? Because our service starts 7. Used to start 7 then. We we'll get to church by 5:45 a.m. So I got to church earlier than him. And my parents were wondering, no. Something must be wrong. What did you do? You always come together. What happened? What did you do? So
thank you very much. You still continue with all the challenges that you faced.
Okay.
My dear viewer, my guest has been able to tell us our challenges. We go on short break now, and when we return, she will tell us our testimony. Please stay tuned. I'm glad to have you back. You are still watching Testimony Time on Osrc television. Pastor Mrs. Katie Ku. You are looking sweet, ma. I must confess. So let's continue from where we stopped the other time. Can you tell us your testimony today?
Have a lot to.
Yes, you tell us one after the other.
Okay. So like how many? So that we know how to.
As many as possible.
Okay, yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, like I told you, the background was fine until academically challenges came. To the glory of God, I scaled through secondary school, made the grades, went through A levels, made the grades, and got admitted into the University of Ife, Obafemi Awolowo University now, but then University of Ife, and God saw me through, as usual, because of what I believe was my academic, because it was, as far as I'm concerned, I believe I wasn't academically sound, so it was still books and books. So the first testimony was meeting my husband, because while in school, my mates will say, you have to have a boyfriend before you leave school. You have to, okay, now without boyfriend, I'm struggling with academics. And to add boyfriend,
it wasn't work. Yes.
And I must go back home with good grades. And eventually I think I finished with a 2.2 that is high.
Wow.
I think I missed the 2.1 mark by 5 points. Yeah, it was a 2.2 that was very high. That was beautiful. And my department was very, very good. Was very happy about it. Sociology and anthropology.
Okay.
Yeah. So we came home, and then, like, I didn't have friends. I had one. I have some few friends. I had one. One of
not
my
that
friends,
for you to be focused.
to be focused. One of my friends, Prophetess Babatunde Ayabajes, we went Bumi. We were in school together. We used to call ourselves names. And so one of them, Kikelo Mokpata Ibo, now in US, came to visit me, and then he said, let's go out. I said to him, I have no friends. And then one of them, Iyabo, said she has a friend at Okejebu. I said, I don't know where that place is, because I don't go out. So my mother described the place, and then we went. And so we visited the woman, and then came back, Mrs. Esho, came back home. And then the following week now, I had nowhere to go. I was bored. Meanwhile, during holidays, I only have friends with novels. So I'll be reading novels and then listening to slow music.
Okay.
So then my novels got finished. I had to go and get some novels. And I said, okay, where do I go today? I have nowhere to go. I said, let me go and visit that friend that we went together that day. So I went there, Kojebu. And then when I got there, I now said that one of his uncles is coming. I said, let me be going there. I don't want to be a third party. He said, no, wait. So I waited. Then my husband walked in with a lot of newspapers. I looked at it. One of the things that kept men away from me is my mouth. So I said, is your uncle a vendor? He said, don't start, don't go there. I said, okay. And then the man now came back in the evening and said, I want to marry you. I said, marry who? No. Then I was just 21. And I grew up inside the fence. So I was saying, this NYC. Anywhere they post me to go work it. The man now came and say, he want to marry you. I said, no, that's not part of my agenda. But got this, long story short, we got married the following year, age of 22. So, and then another testimony, the children started coming to the glory of God, and we raised them. God helped us to raise them. And then when we now got to the fourth one, somebody passed my school where I was teaching then. So I think it was the second one. Somebody passed in the school where I was teaching, because after NYC I got a teaching job. Somebody passed, and then they said it's SS. So I panicked because I never checked genotype. So we rushed to check the genotype. Lo and behold, I was SC, AC. My husband is AS. So I said, it can't work. But you won't believe it. Not the carrier, 5 children. That was a testimony.
Yes, a great one.
So when people say this, I said, okay, it's okay. But one thing I know, what God cannot do.
Does that help?
Does exist. And then what's another testimony now? Getting into the local service was a testimony. I gave God praise. And then going through it, I had some challenges, 2013 to 2015. It was hot. But God delivered me. Yeah, God saw me through. It was bad because Mr. Governor then wanted to carry out a reform the local service. The wages was heavy, and he was suspecting foul play. So he wanted to hire a consultant from outside. I said no, because the consultant will be brutal on my constituency, which is the local government. So don't worry, sir. Let's see what can be done. And then we went into it. Yes, we uncovered so many. But then we were able to scale down responsibly. So we were able to remove the dirt, the shaft from, and then we're able to salvage the locomotive. It was already crumbling. You know, when there is heavy load upon a table, it will crumble. But then God saw us through. We're able to bring it back to something that is reasonable. And then there are testimonies too. You still want more?
So don't worry, you will still come back to come and tell us more
Of the
about
testimonies.
the testimonies. Now, on a final note,
Okay.
finally on the program, what is your advice to people watching us now?
I just want us to know that life is full. Life without challenges is a mirage. My father, when he was training me, would say, life is like a hurdles race. You jump one, you go to another one. You jump one, you go to another one. So it's testing. So I want you to know that it does not matter how bad, it does not matter what you see now. Don't look at what you can see, because what you cannot see is far, far better than what you can see. The weight of the glory that is ahead of you is heavier than what you are passing through now. So, my beloved viewers at home, no retreat,
No surrender.
Keep going with Jesus on your side. One thing I will encourage you to have is it will be very dangerous for you to go on this journey without Jesus. Have Jesus as a personal Lord and Savior. Have him as your friend, not religion. Have a relationship with him as a friend. Allow him to direct you. Allow him to lead you. It may seem as if it's over now. It's not over. It's just the beginning. The only one that can say it's over is your Lord and Master, Jesus. Until he says it's over, it's not over. Pick it up and run the vision of your life again. I'll tell you, your future is beautiful and colorful. You will get there. With God, with Christ with you, you will get there. Thank you.
Yeah, my dear viewers, you've heard it all. My guest has been able to tell us our challenges and our testimony. Mrs. Ketiku, thank you for sharing your testimony with us today.
Thank you very much.
We hope
It's my
when next we call on you, you will surely
Of
enter,
course.
because we still want to hear more of your challenges.
I'll have to.
Yeah, but that will be another time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Dear viewers, thank you for being part of this week program. Next week is another time with another guest. My name is Adenike Olaito. See you next week. Bye for now.